All right, my friends, I'm home. Back in Canada. Back on Vancouver Island. We got home from Tennessee late last night and we had a fantastic trip. We had a blast. We did the Nashville scene on Broadway there. Checked out all the honky tonks, listened to some great music, some great new artists. We did the Grand Ole Opry. We did the Ryman Auditorium. What else did we do? We did the Bluebird Cafe, which was a phenomenal little venue. I'm a big fan, right, like I love music, as you all know. I write, I play, and I love music. And I love those small venues where it's just a person, a man or a woman, guy or girl, whatever, just on guitar, no background music, no drums, no nothing. I love that. And any of you that don't know, anybody that's been to Nashville, you probably know, or from there, but if you haven't been there, you don't know the area. The Bluebird Cafe is where a lot of famous people got their start, and famous people have played there after they became famous and made it. And it was a great venue. Very small, but huge talent, and just them and their guitar playing to it's a bar type setting, and it's just this artist. And the ones that we saw were songwriters, and big time songwriters, man. The three men that we saw, young men that we saw, were they're pretty high end guys. They've written for some big names, so they've made it. And then we saw a couple of younger ladies that were new on the scene or whatever, and they were phenomenal too. So yeah, we did a ton in Nashville. Loved the music and the busy vibe, the people, it's packed, right? And so that part of it, excuse me, I was okay for a day or so too, but I don't do real good in big crowds. I love music, but I love my peace and quiet, and I love like what we saw at the Bluebird. I'm not into the big pounding speakers in my ears are blaring away and drunk people everywhere. And I knew what we were getting into going there. And as I say, I was okay with it for a few days, but it was after 4 days or whatever, we'd done a lot, we'd seen a lot, the Country Music Hall of Fame, another thing we saw, cool. So anyways, we did that, and then we headed into Knoxville and Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, that area, and that was phenomenal. I loved that. Ton of history there. Some great music there. Bluegrass. I love bluegrass music. There was some great bluegrass music there. Some great country artists there as well. Not near as busy, and I loved that. And we had a beautiful cabin up in the Smoky Mountains, which was phenomenal. And a lot of moonshine history there. We did quite a few moonshine distillery tours, which I thought was cool, obviously, because I love the art of distilling. I think it's fascinating. I've been distilling, as you guys know, I have been distilling now for about 14, 15 years. So I loved it. It was everything I hoped for. It was awesome. Did a couple great hikes. You guys saw that cool footage of that sow and cub. That was almost, no bullshit, that was almost the highlight of the trip. That sow with that cub, and she was teaching that little one to climb the tree, and when to climb the tree, and to listen, and how, it was amazing. It was just like, and I said that in the video. I didn't say anything in the video, but I said that on the post, like that's just amazing to capture something like that, right? I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bears in my life, and up close and personal, as you all know, but that was cool. Like everybody, my wife, and we had a couple friends there with us when that happened, and that was just amazing to see. So I'm lucky I was able to share that with you guys. A lot of views on that, and a lot of comments on that. It was pretty awesome. So Anyways, Mrs. Outlaw and I had a fantastic time, and we're home now, and it's time to get busy. I got a ton of stuff to do. It's early May now. I got a bunch of spring cleanup work to do around the property here, and get the boat out and ready. That's my next chore, drag the boat out from its covered area, get it all ready, because it's fishing season here really fast. I've got a little bit of cleanup to do on the boat and get it waxed up, and then I'll haul it to the west side of the island. I live on the east side of the island. I'll haul it to to my cabin, which is on the west coast, right on the very far west coast. I'll haul it out to my cabin. It'll stay there for the summer, and we'll get out and do some halibut salmon fishing. Who knows, we might go out for tuna again this year. Sometimes we'll make tuna trips out. But anyways, we'll definitely get out for some salmon and halibut, and I'm gonna bring you guys along. So anybody that's into fishing, it's not just fishing either, you guys. We see so much out there on the west coast. The whales, when the whales are in, just amazing. We've got gray whales, and there's killer whales, the orcas, that come through there once in a while, but certain times of the year, the whales are just insane out there. Beautiful scenery, eagles, sea lions, seals, bears, lots of bears out there. So, and great fishing, just great adventures. We do a lot of beach combing and just touring around on the boat. It's, being on the boat is just like being out in the bush almost. It's just a different, I love exploring out in the woods, in the wilderness, and the other part of that is I love going out on the boat and exploring the beaches and getting into these remote beaches and inlets where there is nobody, and just beach combing and walking the beach. And my wife and I just love that. So bring you guys along for that for sure. Every trip I do this summer, gonna have the camera with me, post it. Anybody that's into, I think you guys will love it, because even if you are just a wilderness person that likes the mountains and the hiking and all that kind of stuff, I think you're gonna love the ocean, just because it's beautiful, right? There's so much to see. So I'm just gonna do that. Got to get my butt in gear, get the boat out, wash it down, give it a wax, a few little odds and ends to check out, make sure it's all good. I'm gonna show you guys that process, some of that process where I'll show you the boat. What else have I got on the go? I want to try to get out for a hike here probably in the next 2 weeks. I want to get out to the mountains. I loved the Smoky Mountains. The woods there in Tennessee were just beautiful. And it just inspired me. The minute I got home, on the way home, I said to my wife, I got to get back. I got to get out for a hike. I got to get out in the woods. And she's like, oh my God, you just never end. You never stop, do you? And I'm like, no, I just got to get out for a hike. So I'm going to go out for a hike, might be an overnighter or whatever. And whatever, either be a day trip or overnighter, and bring you guys along for that. And no real goal, just to get away, peace and quiet, right? Rejuvenate, recharge, energize the soul. And anyways, like I said, just got home. I had a chat with Steve Isdall, how to hunt. And Steve just got back from his trip down southern states. I believe he was in Alabama. Anybody that follows Steve's channel, yeah, he was down there for a trip. He's home now, earlier than expected, I guess. He had a few issues on his trip. But anyways, him and I had a chat, and Steve was he's like, maybe we should get together and go for a hike up your lucky spot there, and try and catch a fish up at that lucky little spot of yours. And I'm like, that's the spot, obviously, where I encountered the tree knocks there several times now. So, and I was pretty fearful of going back there after the last episode. It's been like 3 times now, once with my wife, twice now by myself. And so anyways, I'm feeling better about it now. So I said to Steve, yeah, okay, whatever, let's do it. To hell with it. Let's go for a hike and go do some fishing. So we're gonna maybe try and get that done here in the next month. Him and I'll get together, go for a hike in there. We'll bring a bunch of cameras and whatever, go see what happens, catch a fish. Maybe hear something, maybe see something, maybe not. Never know, right? Mother Nature. So anyways, yeah, Steve and I are gonna maybe do that. and he's got a busy schedule too. He fishes out on the West Coast where I fish, and he charters out there. So he's doing the same as me, going to get his boat ready and get ready for the fishing season, because fishing really gets going here in about 6 weeks. For about a month for me, because I go get my halibut quite early. Get the halibut for the season early, because I don't have to go out as far. Usually have to go way offshore for them. But anyways, I'm gonna go get my halibut done as early as I can. And then salmon fishing, it's kind of all year, but the best salmon fishing for us is around the end of August, mid-August, end of August. So, but I love, like say, Mrs. Outlaw and I love going and doing some exploring. So I'll run into Steve out there, and maybe we'll get out fishing for a day on the ocean together. But we're gonna go try and do some fishing at my lucky little lake and see if there's any creatures knocking on the trees when he's there. What else we got? Oh, I know what else we got now that I'm home. So today is Thursday. Today's Thursday, and we made it. The Outlaw Country family is over 500 strong now. So I know it seems, maybe doesn't seem much to a lot of people, but to me it's huge, to think that there's 500 people in different parts of the world that enjoy the same shit that I enjoy and enjoy watching the stuff that I put out there. Like, I think it's unreal, and to me it's a huge milestone. And I don't care how many subscribers I have. It's just, I think it's cool that there's that many people that enjoy what I enjoy. So we're going to do the giveaway. I spent some time when I was away inputting a bunch of the subscribers that I can see on YouTube into the app. And then I took a bunch of the emails that I got from people that emailed me, outlawcountry1896@gmail.com. That emailed in. I took those names, put them into the app. So I'm just going to do a couple more run throughs of the YouTube portion to make sure I haven't missed any subscribers on there. There's nowhere near 500. I don't have access to 500 people. So there's a bunch of people that haven't shared their information when they've subscribed. So again, I can only enter people who have allowed me to see their subscription on my YouTube channel or that have emailed me. And I think we're sitting somewhere at around 350 people out of 500, and I think we're at 505 now. So there's still 150 people that have subscribed that I don't know who you are. So if you haven't shared with me or emailed me, you still got time. You can fire me an email and I'll put you in the draw. I'd like to get as many people in on it as I can and get those 2 free Outlaw Country coffee mugs and that Outlaw Country cutting board, handmade, custom made by Mrs. Outlaw, out to a lucky winner. And I wish you all luck. I wish I could afford to give everybody one. But the coffee mugs, they cost Mrs. Outlaw somewhere around like $14 to make, just to buy them and the material to make the name on them and stuff. I think her cost on them is about $14. And unfortunately, shipping those things, it costs more to ship them than it does to make them. Shipping on those things is like $18, $16 to $18. And that's just in North America. I shipped one subscriber in Florida bought one, and shipping to there was like $19 or whatever. So we're not making a penny on any mugs that people have bought. I just take the cost of the mug, and I don't even pay Mrs. Outlaw. I just take the cost of the mug and what her cost of the material is to do, and then the shipping and whatever that, if people want to buy one, whatever that comes to, I say, hey, this is how much a mug is. So I've sold a bunch, but I wish I could afford to just give everybody one, but I can't. So anybody that might want a mug, they're great mugs, man. I got a couple of them and I love them. They're a nice big heavy duty mug, and it's not a sticker on them, right? It's burnt right into the, it's burnt right into the mug, into the enamel or whatever you call it. But anyways, if you want a mug, email me, outlawcountry1896@gmail.com, and let me know. But we're gonna do the draw. We're gonna do the draw this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided if we're gonna do it live yet. Let me know what you think. If you think we should do a live draw, let me know, and maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do it live, and people can join in and watch here people can watch in here in the man cave with the green screen. Remember the green screen? But anyways, let me know what you think. If we should do it live or not. And if not, I'll record it. We'll do the draw, and I'll get that sent out to somebody. So anyways, I just wanted to touch base with everybody now that I'm home. I got so many messages and quite a few emails while we were away down south from people that live in and around Tennessee, or that used to live there, saying, hey, check this out, check that out. And man, I can't thank you guys enough. That's just awesome. I've always said, if you've got something to share with me, email me. I want to hear all about your adventures, or I want to hear your advice on things, because I know it's helpful. Quite a few people that were like, oh yeah, I used to live there and we've done this, and you got to go check that out. And we did, and it was unreal. So thanks for all the feedback and comments and emails, and it really helped us on our trip. So we really appreciate it. And you know what? I love hearing from people that share the same interests as me. There's nothing better than conversing with people that have the same passions as you. It's just so easy to talk about it. So anyways, I'd love to sit here and talk all day, but I gotta get busy and get this boat pulled out of the storage and start working on it. I'm gonna show you our boat. Excuse me. I'm gonna show you our boat. It's my baby. I looked for a long time to find this boat, and I try to take really good care of it, just like all my other gear, right? That boat puts a lot of fish in our freezer, and my kids I give a lot of the fish to my kids to eat. So it helps feed us, and it's just like all the other, you gotta take care of it. So I gotta get the boat out. I'm gonna show you guys that. I'll video a little bit of the process of the cleaning and whatnot, and then, like I said, I'm gonna do this hike here in a couple of weeks. I hope get that out for you. But as I say, I'm pretty busy right now with a lot of my honey-do list is like that big. It's like a mile long. It always happens this time of year. My list of chores just grows like crazy. So gotta get my honey-do list done, get my chores done, the boat, all that kind of stuff, and then I can sneak off for an outing. And I'll keep you posted. If Steve and I get together and go for a hike, that'll happen. Steve will probably post the video on his site. I'll maybe do the same on here, but whatever. I'm not gonna sit here any longer because my head is just going a million miles a minute. It's like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So anyways, just wanted to touch base with y'all. I'm talking like a true Southerner, y'all. Just wanted to touch base with y'all and let you know we're home and what the plans are here coming up. So I hope everybody's doing well. I gotta tell you, the attire, look at this shirt, the attire down in Nashville and Tennessee area. Oh my God. Outlaws, Waylon, Willie, Chris, Johnny, Hank Jr., Merle Haggard, like it just goes on and on and on. And so I picked up a ton of clothing, right? My wife's like, you never shop. You spent more money on clothing in Tennessee than you have in the past 3 years at home. And I'm like, yeah, but this is cool stuff. So anyways, I bought a ton of shirts and whatnot, and I bought a pair of boots down there. They're like kind of like a hybrid cowboy boot, work boot. So I bought a pair of boots down there because can't find them here. But yeah, a ton of shirts because I love my Outlaw shirts. Anyways, enough hammering away at the phone. I gotta get out in the yard, pull out the boat, get busy. Everybody stay safe. Thank you, every one of you, for watching, subscribing, and being part of the Outlaw Country family. Okay, we'll see you soon. I'm out. Well, it is beginning of May, and beginning of May it's time to get ready for fishing season. So it's time to get ready, get the boat ready. My boat is, yeah, I'm one of them guys. I named my boat. My boat is named Luck Dog. So Luck Dog is a 27-foot Glacier Bay coastal runner, power catamaran. And it's my boat of choice on the west coast of Vancouver Island, the west coast of Canada. I'm out in the Pacific, open water. It gets rough as hell. Can be rough, it can be beautiful, but it can be rough. And Luck Dog does a beautiful job of dealing with the rough water. So, Luck Dog just came out of its shed, and I store it under cover all winter, and it's time for a wash. And it's time for a wash. A little bit of maintenance left to do. I got to throw a tire on, and it's time for a good wash and wax. Bit of a cleanup. The motors are all serviced after the end of the season last year. I run twin Merc 150 4-strokes on this boat, and it does a great job. Gets me where I want to go. Gets me to the fishing grounds. So we'll do a quick little tour after of Luck Dog. I'll show you guys the inside, and then we'll get ready for some fishing. So here I'm at the back of the boat. Just do a quick little tour for you guys, because I do love my boat. This is in between the two engines. It's got a nice swim platform. Coming onto the back deck, lots of deck space for fishing. In through it's got a full cabin, which is nice for the weather conditions out here on the west coast and north. It gets cold, so full cabin. Little dinette, seating for two. Little couch there. This here, there used to be a sink and a little sink and countertop here and stuff, but because I've got my cabin, I didn't need that. So I had this, I built this custom bench area, so a little bit more seating. Yeah, a little double dinette. Storage down below there. And there's my chair, the captain's chair. And up in the cuddy of Luck Dog, it's got a full queen-size bed and toilet. And yeah, man, this is just a cover here for my electronics, and I've got my electronics hidden back there, and Simrad electronics on the old girl. So I've got twin dual 9-inch screens. One runs my, well, they're all wired to run together, but I can run radar on one and map and sounder, fish finder on the other, or vice versa, whatever you want to do. But we got to have radar out here, so that's why I've got that. But anyways, it's filthy. She's filthy, the old girl. So I've got to get her cleaned up. It still gets dusty and whatnot under cover there a little bit. It's not fully enclosed storage, so give her a bath, wash her up, clean her up, give her a wax. She's ready to rock and roll for the season. So looking forward to it. Anyways, there's Luck Dog, guys.